Welcome to today's deep dive. We're going to explore something, well, a bit different, how rivalry can actually bubble up into something really quite sweet. We've got this fascinating source here. It's called the Great Lemonade Team Up. And it's just bursting with these really vivid details. Now, the title might make you think, okay, it's a clash.
Right, a typical rivalry story.
Exactly. But here's where it gets interesting, I think. It's really about how you turn a sticky situation, quite literally in this case, into a refreshing success. It's about cooperation, surprisingly.
Indeed. And our mission here, is to really pull out the key lessons from what seems like a simple little story. We're going to unpack how competition, even, between friends or allies, can escalate, sometimes pretty badly.
Yeah.
But also, crucially, how it can pivot, how it can turn into powerful cooperation and real growth for everyone involved. We'll look right into the details of this lemonade war, as they call it, and see what it teaches us about, well, the value of combining your strengths, rethinking how you even see competition.
Okay, let's dive in then. So, the source takes us to this place called Sunnyvale. We meet two best friends, Mia the monkey and Theo the tiger. And they have the exact same idea on the same, very hot summer day. Let's open a lemonade stand. Simple enough.
A classic summer venture.
Right. But then they both set up shop on the exact same corner.
Okay. Recipe for trouble.
You guessed it. What the source calls a goofiest lemonade war kicked off. So Mia, she tries to stand out, right? She goes for banana-flavored lemonade.
Banana. Interesting choice.
And gets a jingle bell dance routine to attract customers.
Wow. Okay.
Meanwhile, Theo counters with his own angle. He's got tiger-striped lemon ice slush, very on brand.
Naturally.
Plus sunglasses for customers, and get this, free mustache straws.
Okay, I like that. Mustache straws.
And apparently there's even a dancing parrot named Pickles involved, squawking, "Buy two, sip one." It sounds like quite the scene.
It certainly does. And what's fascinating, I think, is how the story shows that progression. It starts maybe as healthy competition.
Right. Yeah, trying to be creative.
Exactly. Glitter signs, umbrella hats, confetti coupons, things designed to attract attention, add value.
Standard marketing, sort of.
But then it shifts.
Yeah.
It escalates into something. Wow, messier. We're talking water balloons flying, lemonade fountains bubbling over.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, and it even mentions Grandpa Hippo getting accidentally sprayed in the face with watermelon juice.
Oh, no. Poor Grandpa Hippo.
It really raises that important question, doesn't it? In any competitive space, really. When does that drive to be different, differentiation cross a line?
Right. When does it stop being productive?
Exactly. When does it become this zero-sum game where everyone starts losing out because the focus is just on disruption?
That does sound like chaos. But, couldn't you argue that maybe even that intense, messy phase, it pushes innovation? Did the source hint at any upsides to the rivalry before the team up?
That's a fair point. And initially, yes, probably. It definitely forced both Mia and Theo to get creative, like you said. That banana lemonade, the mustache straws, those were clear attempts to carve out their niche, their unique selling points.
Right, they had to think outside the box.
They did. But the source also makes it pretty clear that they hit a point of diminishing returns. The competition became less about making better lemonade or a cooler experience and more about just sabotaging the other stand.
Like the water balloons?
Precisely. That escalating war just ate up their energy, their resources. Syrup and lemons probably flying everywhere, stuff that could have been used much more constructively.
Okay, so when was the breaking point? How did they realize, okay, this has got to stop? You mentioned a literal sticky situation earlier.
Yes, that seems to be the critical moment. The source describes this scene where sugar syrup overflows everywhere, creates this huge mess, and there's a slippery lemon peel.
Uh-oh.
And someone, maybe Mia or Theo, takes a tumble. A crash landing, as the source puts it. And it's more than just slapstick, It really represents that moment where the cost of this hyper competition, the waste, the mess, the sheer inefficiency just becomes impossible to ignore.
So they're literally slipping up because of their own fight.
Exactly. It forced them to see that going head-to-head like this, trying to win at the expense of the other, was actually hurting them both. They were shrinking the potential market, making the whole corner less appealing, perhaps. That realization was key.
Okay. So let's bring this back to you, the listener. What can we take away from this? This deep dive into the Great Lemonade Team Up. It seems to show that, yeah, you can achieve things on your own.
Sure.
But the real magic, maybe, happens when you actually combine forces, when competition shifts to collaboration. Mia and Theo, right after that, sticky mess, they realized that working together was, and this is a quote, the best recipe for success.
And if you look at the bigger picture here, that Great Lemonade War didn't end with one winner and one loser. It ended in the Great Lemonade Team-Up. They shifted gears, moved from pure competition to something more like, well, co-opetition is a term sometimes used, cooperating and competing, perhaps in milder ways.
So what did that look like?
They built this ultimate mega lemonade stand, combining their ideas: zebra banana swirl lemonade,
Okay.
umbrella seating for customers, lemon juggling shows, probably Theo's department, and of course Pickles the Parrot was still there, but now wearing a pineapple hat and playing tropical tunes.
That sounds amazing.
Right. And the result? Customers apparently lined up around the block, because together they created something totally unique, something genuinely better than either could manage alone. It just underscores how that strategic cooperation, that team up, didn't just end the rivalry, it actually grew the whole market and, probably saved their friendship too. It created something truly refreshing and way more fun, as the source says.
It really is a powerful lesson, isn't it? About synergy, about teamwork, sharing ideas instead of hoarding them.
Absolutely.
This story reminds us that even when things get competitive, even messy, maybe taking a step back, having a laugh about the spilled syrup and figuring out how to combine strengths, that can lead to something much, much bigger. It's about growing the whole pie, right? Not just fighting over your slice.
Exactly. Well put. So for you, the listener, maybe think about this. What lemonade war might be happening in your own life? Could be at work, a project, maybe even a personal goal. Is there a situation where instead of pure competition, a team up might make sense? Where could mixing your skills, your resources with someone else's actually create something much better, more valuable for everyone involved? Something truly refreshing, perhaps.
Definitely something to think about. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive today. We really hope this look at Mia and Theo's lemonade adventures has given you some, well, surprising insights to chew on.